is starting a podcast, and it launches tomorrow. Check it out.
Former First Lady Michelle Obama is making the leap to podcasting, and it's a family affair. She and her big brother, Craig Robinson, are launching IMO. The first 2 episodes are out tomorrow on YouTube. She says they'll cover topics ranging from relationships to parenting and financial planning. Mrs. Obama describes it as a one small way to feel less alone navigating life's biggest questions.
So, I'm not going to go to Slimmy because I already know that Slimmy is going to say something that's crazy. All right. So, I'm going to Slimmy last. So, in a general sense, here, let me go to the more diplomatic person. Keri, what do you think about Michelle Obama launching a new podcast tomorrow with her brother? What are your expectations? Do you expect anything of it? Do you expect it to be good, bad, boring? What are your expectations, Keri?
I think it might be a little bit interesting because Michelle has started to behave in ways that I didn't predict, like more recently. The way that she presented herself in the beginning as Barack's wife, and like, I compliment him, he goes there, I go behind him, and then she just somewhere kind of busted out like, I'm Michelle Obama, like no mention of Obama. So I mean of Barack. So I think that it might be interesting because she might not keep quiet on certain things. Like she might not expose stuff, but she might go
Do
into
you think
areas
that
that we
that's a
wouldn't have
good
otherwise thought.
idea or a bad idea?
No. Oh no, I don't think it's a good idea.
Hmm.
I don't think it's a good
I can
idea.
say that part. Absolutely.
Yeah, I definitely don't think it's a good idea. And I don't know what her brother, like, I don't know enough about her brother to really know what he would be bringing to the picture. I don't he Let me not judge a book by its cover. So, yeah.
All right, that's cool.
I think that she's kind of the way that it was introduced, I don't know that there's a lot of women who really can relate to Michelle. I mean, yes, she's a wife, yes, she's a mom, but you were the wife of a president. So it's going to be different. Like your your advice and your feedback is probably going to be very different. So, I don't know. Seems a little risky, a little dangerous to me.
Okay. Let me pivot. Molly, what are your expectations, if any? What do you think that this will be like?
I'm not sure. I kind of was thinking the same thing as Carrie. Like, who would be her target audience? Like, would it be Black women in her age group? Because I don't know who she could relate to or what she would talk about. Good luck to her. I don't know. I don't think most people need a podcast, but it's the trend. So good luck to her.
Let me give y'all a little bit of insight on who Craig Robinson is, who is her brother. He is an he's a basketball coach. He's been a basketball executive and he's been a broadcaster. He's a former head of men's basketball coach at Oregon State University and Brown University. He was a star forward at Princeton University in the 1980s, a bond trader in the 90s. He is currently the executive director of the National Association of Basketball Coaches. Okay, he obviously is the brother of Michelle Obama, and he's from Illinois. All right,
I
so
didn't hear wife or kids. So no wife, no kids.
I do not see anything that says wife or kids in his whole situation. So
Mika, stop, because I was trying not to judge.
I'm looking for it right now. He was a vice president from 1992 to 1999 at Morgan Stanley Dean Witter. He was a managing director and partner at Loop Capital Markets, minority owned boutique investment banking firm. He was a bond trader in the 90s. Graduated from the University of Chicago Graduate School of Business in 1992, MBA in finance from the University of Chicago. Um,
So he's the money component, probably. That
he looked like he's
financial
been pretty
part.
successful financially.
So that's probably where that part came in. He's probably going to cover more of that, and Michelle will probably cover more of the relationship,
It says
parenting.
that while working in the business world, he kept his hand in basketball by doing area scouting for Princeton, coaching 1 year at the University of Chicago laboratory schools, earned a high six-figure income, and his business career eventually decided the financial world had lost its appeal and found his luxury lifestyle was not enough to save his marriage to Janice Robinson. By 2000, he was going through a divorce. He has two children from his
Okay.
first marriage, a son, Avery, born in 1992, a daughter named Leslie, born in 1996. He remarried in June 2006 to his current wife, Kelly, and they became parents of sons Austin and Aaron in 2010 and 12. His daughter, Leslie, played for the Princeton Tigers women's basketball team as a forward.
Okay, so
he seems like a pretty regular, high successful, regular, normal person, but he's been pretty successful in his life, been through a divorce or whatever. So, and this is what his, you know what I'm saying, what's being listed on Wikipedia. So,
I personally think that it might be boring. I wouldn't even know what to expect. Is it gonna be feminist? Like I'm not the audience. I have no good luck to
interestingly,
her.
the woman is it looked like she's a white woman. Yeah, she's definitely a snow bunny.
Dear Lord.
Snow
We
bunnies.
have to stop. That's racist. We have to stop referring.
It's
to
not
black women
racist
as
to
snow
say what she is.
that is a derogatory term for that. That's so horrible. We have got to stop.
It's
doing
not
that.
racist to say what it is.
How's
They're
that
not
racist?
snow bunnies. They're not snow bunnies. That's a racial slur for a white woman. That is
It's
so
not.
rude.
It's not.
That's definitely not a
And
racist.
half of us on the panel ain't niggas either. But you say that all the time.
It's racist.
You.
I'm not denying it. Like what the fuck?
It's not. So this is his wife right here. I'll show y'all a quick preview of his wife. That's his wife. God damn it, he looked just like his sister, bro.
Yeah, like the little bridge of his eyebrows. Like, she got a strong face, nigga. That's why people be calling her a fucking man.
Yeah. So that's his wife, Michelle. I guess she's a snow bunny. So
she's less than Snow Bunny.
Are they twins?
I don't think so. But
I think they're gonna pander to black women is what I've noticed. Anytime Michelle opens her mouth is usually what she does. Maybe he'll rein in the Negras, but I don't know.
I think it's going to start out Tamron Hall and it's going to end up Wendy Williams.
I don't know. I think it's gonna be boring, honestly. Well, let me get Slimmy's perspective. Yeah, I've never watched any of that, but Slimmy, what are your thoughts?
You say what?
Slimmy, what are your reasonable thoughts on on Michelle Obama's potential new podcast?
We're brothers. We're happy and we're potting and we're colored. Give me a high five.
No, come on, man.
Fuck. I give zero fucks. That shit gonna be terrible.
You think it's gonna be terrible?
I don't watch half of the podcasts now, and even the ones that I like, I don't watch them. I don't have enough time. I'll be on here. I'll be on Anton Daniels' channel. I try to check out Angry Man. I try to check out 2K. I try to check out Mika. Like, it's so much shit. I'm not watching these other podcasts because I can't. Then it's like it be people up there, they start talking crazy, and I don't want to hear that shit. Like Nick Young, I just was checking, like I'm listening. That nigga get on my fucking nerves, man. I don't want to listen to Michelle Obama. Hell no. You muted. Oh, okay. I thought you were saying something to me. But yeah, no, I don't want to hear nothing from Michelle Obama, man. But
objectively, Slimmy, do you think that there's an audience for her to where she will be successful in the podcasting world?
She was. So the thing is,
Removing yourself from it, do you think that she has a long-standing? Do you think that she has a possibility to be interesting enough to be able to carry a podcast or carry a YouTube show, and be successful at it? Because, like, I'll give you an example. I think that LeBron James' wife failed miserably.
Yeah, I was about to say Savannah failed, but nobody
Miserably.
really wanted to hear from Savannah. People want to hear from Michelle Obama. They actually want to hear from her. But the thing is, I don't think she's capable. Like, she can speak well, she's eloquent, but podcasting is totally different. You have to be able to engage.
I agree.
I don't see that. I don't see anything spectacular about what would come out of her mouth that would even draw in somebody who wasn't into politics, who wasn't into Black culture, who wasn't looking at her as, oh, like, if you get a random white person and you say, hey, Michelle Obama got a podcast, I'm like, I don't give a fuck. You get a random white person.
No, them liberal white women, they love it. They love it. A random liberal white. I live in DC. It's nothing but them white liberal women. Oh my God, Michelle Obama is like forever, like everything.
You can't just put a category. You just got a random person.
It's enough liberal white women that will go and support it just because of guilt.
That's a group. That's one group.
I think y'all need to take out your political affiliation or what you feel about liberals, but she's literally about to run this shit up with Black women. Nigga, she had that little Dallas thing in Dallas and they sold that motherfucker out, nigga. They bought her damn book, nigga. The 92% that voted for Kamala about to watch this shit on repeat.
But that's not just enough.
Black women are
she gets the majority, which is all of the Black women and all of the liberal white women. That's a lie.
Okay.
They love her.
But even then, without it being gossip, how is she going to keep them engaged?
Well, I mean, she has a personality.
It's going to be Wendy Williams. Wendy Williams. What did I say?
Answering the question. Y'all talking intangibles. How is she going to keep people engaged? Like, what is she going to talk about that people
anything that Anton Daniels from antondaniels.com talks about, but her perspective?
That's where I think
I don't think that she's going to tackle the subjects that are popular at the time. I don't think that she's going to tackle whatever it is that's happening. I think that she's going to keep it very general. Oh my God, you know what I'm saying? I don't think that she has the thing about content creation and podcasting is that you gotta like Slim. I agree with Slimmy. You gotta engage, and you gotta take a position. You can't be safe, and you know what I'm saying. It's got to be kind of like a real time situation. I don't think that Michelle Obama has the ability or the balls to put herself out there, especially considering that she's still a representation of her husband. I do not think that she has the ability to be able to navigate through these waters, have an opinion, and really get into the mix of things the way you have to in order to be engaging.
I don't know about that.
Okay, so I'll give you an example. Let's say the popular conversation is because everything that was described had nothing to do with politics. It was, you know what I'm saying, life, navigating, being a parent, all of that other shit. Come on, man. You know what I'm saying? This isn't even like a live thing. This is a pre-recorded.
There's a trailer out.
Yeah, the episodes are gonna release on this. This is not a talk show. This is not legacy media, legacy TV. This is, you have to have a definitive opinion about a specific person or a specific subject or whatever. Like, I don't think that she got the balls to tackle a Kendrick Lamar at the Super Bowl type thing when that was happening.
I don't agree with that woman at all. But what I'm saying is, I think she will. I think she's going to start out safe. And I think slowly but surely, she's going to drip into, the gossip because, one, she's liberal. They can't help themselves. They got Trump derangement syndrome. Like they're going to do it. They're going to go down that hole in politics. They're going to go down that hole in race. They're going to go down that hole in feminism. I'm telling you, it's going to start off Tamron and it's going to end up Wendy Williams. Watch.
Let
But
me address something.
you
I
gonna
want somebody
pigeonhole
to
it.
be. I want somebody to be very, very. I want somebody to understand. Somebody said in the chat. I'm gonna address this really quickly because I like to engage with the audience. Somebody said you guys are not popular like that. You act like you get millions of views. Let me be very clear, big dog. At my height, I get 26 million views a month. At my lowest, I average 14 million views across all platforms, and that's just on YouTube. That has nothing to do with Instagram. That has nothing to do with TikTok. So let me be very, very clear. I average over 4 to 6 million watch hours a month across all platforms. And this platform is growing, and very few people can go live and keep sometimes between 25 and 3,000 people for the entirety of the live stream. So we got it out the mud. We built it organically, and we didn't need nobody to give us no handouts. We did it very much ourselves. Let's be clear. We are growing. We are great, and we are doing phenomenal. And we run up huge, huge bags, and everybody get money on this platform. So put some respect on the name. We don't need no co-signing. We don't need no popularity. We do between 14 and 26 million views, long form content, not that repeat shit that you see on TikTok, long form content every single month. And we grow every single month. So be careful who you're talking about because we outpace everybody. Nobody is fucking with us unless you are fucking Candace Owens, you are Piers Morgan, or any of those type of people. I want you to understand what you're talking about. And you can Google my numbers. My shit is real. We do 6 figures every single month, no sponsorships. All right? Be careful. Let's continue.
And everybody got to start somewhere.
And yeah, we got it out we getting it out the mud. So let's be clear. This is what we do.
Don't downplay yourself, sir, because you're watching us right now. You're here,
Facts.
so
And
everybody matters.
he can only chat if he subscribed. So we know he subscribed. But let's continue.
Yeah, it's all good. But I think she definitely will. That's why I said I think it'll actually be a little interesting because the new Michelle has been speaking about things that I wouldn't think she would otherwise speak about. And then I did get her, I don't know if she did a second book, but I got her first book and she does I mean, I have to give it to her. She definitely does talk about stuff in her marriage. So I don't think she's gonna be playing it safe. That's why I fear it for her because I think, like Mika said, she's gonna run right into the trap of talking about too much. And
It's
I don't know.
pre-recorded, so you know I think that's different though, Keri,
Oh,
because
that's true.
when we
Then
do it live, it just happened. We just say dumb shit. When it's pre-recorded, you can have other people look at it and all
you're
of that
right.
stuff. I don't see it. I don't see her being that risky.
So here's a question. Here's a question for y'all then. So since it is pre-recorded, do you think that Obama is gonna make sure he sees it before she puts each one out?
No.
I think that they got handlers.
Gotcha.
And as long as you got handlers, you can be
Well,
controlled.
why the handlers ain't handle Kamala?
Well, think about it like this. You got to think about it also, Mika. They have other interests. They have other deals with Netflix. When you got deals and stuff like that, you kind of got to censor yourself a little bit.
But Anton, it's cool right now for the Democratic Black women to be telling all their business, to be cursing. Like for some reason, all the Democrats
They ain't got Netflix deals.
All the Democrats are going out of their way.
They don't have Netflix deals, Mika. They don't have book deals. They don't have other interests. They don't have a presidential library. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get into Jasmine Crockett next because I want to explore her too. But they not flying on private planes.
Okay.
That's just my opinion. It don't mean that it's right. I think it's gonna be trash.
I'm just like, okay.
I think that it's going to do numbers the first couple episodes and it's gonna taper off. Because everybody want to know what it is. We gonna react to it, and then it's just gonna taper off, and it ain't gonna, you know what I'm saying? It probably will exist, probably will do okay. But I can't think of anything that when you can create content that other people want to react to, that's when you know you got something. When you can't, you know what I'm saying? When it's not something for other people to be able to have an opinion about, I don't think it means anything. But she has the popularity. I think we in a different world, Keri. I think it's a difference between writing a book and wanting to hear somebody's opinion on something.
I don't know, because it seems like her new, going back to what Molly was asking, like who's her target audience. I'm thinking that her target audience is now the, I'm not going to say angry black woman, but like that vocal black woman who has been
She's so
upset
cute.
lately.
That's the same thing.
The upset black woman.
I think she's gonna play it safe. I think she's gonna talk in general. Even when she talks about her marriage, she just talks in general. She just be like, and there were some hard times, and she talk about it and probably a little bit more than
She
she
said
should.
she ain't like him.
But she don't. It's not.
That was a big no. That was big because she normally don't talk like that. She getting it.
I don't
Do
see.
y'all really want to watch that shit?
Who gonna
I
watch it?
kind of
Let's
feel
have the
bad
content.
because before I would have been so excited by this because I loved Michelle Obama. It's actually like tugging at me that I feel the way I feel about the Obamas right now. Like I feel
Okay, let me ask you a question, Keri.
they
Do you
just
care
disappointed
enough?
me so
Actually,
much.
do you care enough about what she has going on now to where you would
No,
tune in to see what she is saying about, to see what her and Craig got something to say about?
no, I don't. I think that I would tune in because now, first of all, I didn't even know about this till you said it. So there's that. But now I would tune in because now I'm just curious of how it will be. I'm curious of how she's going to do it.
I think this would have been a great thing to ask Kim because she loves some Michelle Obama.
Does she?
Yes.
Do you think that she'll ruin her image with black? Do you think it's a possibility she can ruin her image with black women?
Nope.
Nope.
I don't think
Nope.
you can ruin your image with black women unless you go against them.
That's a fair point.
Unless
That's
you a
fact.
pick me.
She ain't gonna
Which
never.
is going against them.
She ain't gonna never say no real shit. That's exactly why it's gonna be trash. She ain't gonna say no real shit. That's the facts. She's never
But
gonna
she's
say
a
any real
Democrat.
shit.
We know she's not
She's
going.
been
She's
bred.
not gonna
She's been bred to promote certain messages. She gonna start talking about that trans shit. She gonna start talking about all that liberal bullshit. She's never gonna push any type of. She's not gonna give any pushback to the negative agendas that are fucking up society. She's never gonna push back on that shit. At her core, politics is what she plays. So that's another thing why it's not gonna be real, because she's technically a politician.
Does
I
it say
agree.
she's planning on having guests?
You say what?
Yes, it said
Does it
that
say
she's
she's
gonna have
planning on
guests
having?
weekly. Yeah, weekly
Oh,
guests.
okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well,
Because I was
that might
wondering.
be the only reason. The only reason that shit might sustain for some time.
Right, because
I
depending on
don't.
how she plays it with the guests, she might not have to speak
Yeah,
so much.
yeah. She and as soon as they start going against the grain, it's probably gonna be on to the next conversation.
But she's not gonna go against the grain. And she's not gonna go against the grain because
No,
she.
not her. The guests. As soon as the
Oh,
guests go against the grain, she's not
but
gonna say
but
shit.
they'll love that because she's gonna defend their side.
I don't think that. Listen.
That's what I'm
I
saying.
don't think that people.
Be on to the next.
I don't think that this celebrity culture mean as much to people as much as they think that they do. I don't think that the celebrities of yesteryear has as much of an impact as people think that they do. I don't think that it matters how many followers you got on Instagram. Nick Cannon's podcast ain't doing shit. Dwayne Wade's podcast ain't doing shit. None of these
Different
motherfuckers
That's because
is
though.
nobody want to hear a cut.
That's so different. Like black
It's
women stand
not.
on some shit, nigga. She gonna run this shit up, and she gonna run it up until she get tired.
I
She don't want to
believe.
do
Somebody
it no
said
more.
Listen,
Issa Rae, Kiki Palmer, Tracy Ellis Ross, Gabrielle Union are guests in the
bullshit.
trailer.
See,
Trash.
look,
Trash.
done.
No,
She about to
no. Listen,
It's gonna be
bro.
an echo
Club Shay
chamber.
Shay press it. They gonna like it
I
though.
believe.
It's
Listen,
not if
my
we like it
Exactly
or
what I
not. It's
said.
what how successful it's gonna be.
prediction is that she's going to bomb. I think she's going to bomb. I think the expectations is too high, and it's
Gonna be
much
like
easier.
Cooley.
Yeah,
I'm like Quentin was
it's so
right.
much easier to get it out the mud. Angela Yee, yep, bombed. I think it's much easier to get it out the mud and grow it
Angela
organically.
Yee, Michelle Obama, nigga, what?
I'm saying that people
Yeah,
that
that's like
previously had a huge following
the
based off
reach.
the things that they did in the past did not necessarily translate to them
I
on their
love
own.
you, Anton, but your Trump glasses right now can't see past what this. It's gonna be just fine. It's not your cup of tea. You're not gonna watch it, but she's gonna do great. She's
I
gonna do
don't think it has
spectacular.
anything to do with me. I think that there's huge followings on both sides. There are people on the liberal side that 100% do huge mega numbers. There are people that's on the conservative side that do huge numbers. There's people that's in the entertainment part, people in the
People are
sports
so
part that do huge numbers. And then you can find the alternative people that should, or you would think that should do huge numbers that don't do shit. And it don't matter who what guests that they have on their platform. Again, Dwayne Wade, his shit is trash. On the flip side, 7 p.m. in Brooklyn with Carmelo Anthony is doing just fine. Gilbert Arenas is doing just fine. But there's a bunch of other people that started podcasts that were former NBA players, and they shit is
you
trash.
can't compare the two, bro. You
I'm
compare the
saying that
dude
every
who's
yes, you can.
LGBTQ adjacent to some real niggas from the Bronx.
Why can't I? There's a huge
Because
audience for people that
nigga,
love the
if you put a
LGBTQ
toe in
community.
LGBTQ, black niggas don't fuck with you.
But that it's
Cause
9
like you
billion
got you
people on
got
this
you
earth.
got hoop niggas watching Carmelo and Gilbert. Nigga, you can't. Dwayne Wayne can't tell no nigga shit about shit with that nigga's fishnet shirts he be wearing.
Why can't he? It's a huge
Because he got
audience.
a whole ass woman man as a fucking kid.
I think you're missing it, bro. I think you're missing it.
Dwayne Wade
You
was
I
see a
think
actually
his
pimp.
personal
Dwayne
life
Wade.
doesn't allow people to tap in. They're like, we don't
I
care
think
shit
you're
what you got
missing
to
it.
say.
You're
We got a
100%
lady boy in
missing
the
it.
house.
You're missing
Dwayne
it.
Wade.
Pimp.
Dwayne
Well, the
Wade was
numbers will
actually
tell. Like the numbers will tell.
But the
Dwayne Wade
numbers
at
is
one point.
telling that he's not as good as he thought he is. It had nothing. Listen, when Dwayne Wade dropped, the motherfucker recorded all of his shit in black and white. All of his podcast was in black and white. It was based around wine. You know what I'm saying? Like the content was bad. It had nothing to do with the potential audience. You know what I'm saying? Like we keep saying, "Oh, it's niggas are too." Black people is not the only people that watch podcasts. There's mega podcasts on the flip side of other people that watch podcasts that's not black too,
Yeah,
or it's a huge community. There are gay podcasters or sassy ass
yeah,
motherfuckers that do big numbers on a regular basis because
yeah.
they tap into their audience and they know what they're talking about.
Huh? I think as long as you know what you're talking about, like I've seen podcasts for everything, like literally everything. But at the end of the day, I just don't think nobody wants to tune in to hear Dwayne Wade talk about anything.
Well, but on the flip side, when he gets interviewed and he has the right person pull the right questions out of him, he it could be some very interesting shit that he
But
said.
he's being interviewed, like with
I
him running
agree.
a
I
podcast,
agree.
is different.
But see, that's what I'm saying is that I believe personally that you have to have the right people. Okay, like I'll give you an example. Mello, as good as 7 p.m. in Brooklyn is, I'm not sure most of these people that have platforms that is even doing well, they need other people to assist them to drive the questions, to drive the podcast itself. And they're kind of like a personality on it. There is their podcast or they partner with other people to do it, but they need help. Very few people can do one on their own. I don't think that Michelle Obama and Craig Robinson. I can't
Are
see
you?
that.
Hold on.
I can't see that. I could be dead wrong and it could be mega successful over a year's period and she could get podcaster of the year. Shannon Sharp can carry a podcast by herself. He doesn't need any help. He just don't need any help.
I think the thing is though, like we're confusing like being able to actually be entertaining with political views and who's going to be on there. Like the guests, I get it. I get what the guests are going. I get what they're going to do. They're going to do some numbers because they get Gabrielle Union up there.
Gabrielle Union just did an interview and that shit didn't do no numbers.
But with Michelle Obama, it being promoted, this is going to get promotion. They're going to push this shit. But the entertainment value, it's going to lack. It's going to lack. Or it's just going to be Gossip Girl shit. And who's going to watch Gossip Girl with a man sitting up there, a straight man? That ain't going to work.
Well, the same people that go and watch Angela Rye and Andrew Gilliam.
Shit ain't popping either.
Wait. Is Craig Robinson going to be like a mediator? Because like...
Angela Rye's podcast. What is that? The Native Land Pod?
Native Pod.
Mm-hmm. It's trash.
Oh, I agree. You know, I only go to it when she crash out. But I'm just saying. What's his name? Andrew Gilliam, who got found in the hotel with the dudes.
He on there trash.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He only two women.
What is this basketball coach gonna do up there?
I don't know.
Is he gonna be a media? Yeah,
it could be. Trailer, Anton. I just don't see it.
Can you play the trailer?
I don't know if they got a trailer. I wasn't able to find a trailer. Hold on, let me see.
Oh, Keri just sent it.
You got the trailer in the back chat? That's the trailer.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can find it. Give me a second. All right, I'm about to play it. This should be fine.
This is gonna tell everything.
All right, I didn't see the trailer. I'm about to play the trailer.
This is gonna tell everything.
This should be interesting.
Somebody said it was a trailer earlier. Who was that, Quinn?
All right, trailer time. This is what you get, buddy.
Michelle.
And I am Craig.
And Craig here is my big brother. He's done a lot of everything in life: business, coaching, basketball, television. He's always been one of the very few people I can turn to whenever I need just about anything.
And you all know my sister Michelle, or Mish as our family has always called her.
We are so excited for you to listen to our brand new podcast. It's called IMO with Michelle Obama and Craig Robinson. Together, Craig and I are going to take your questions about the challenges you're grappling with in life, because let's be real, we are living through some really complicated and confusing times, and people are feeling more alone than ever. But what I've learned is that if you're feeling a certain kind of way, the reality is that others are probably feeling that way too. And when you take the time to be just a little vulnerable and open up about it, it's a whole lot easier to find the answers you're looking for.
Every week, we'll be joined by some of our friends, special guests, and experts who will keep us honest while also adding their own opinions to the mix.
Whether you're navigating the gray areas of marriage and raising kids, or dealing with a little friend drama, or even figuring out how to put yourself out there in the dating world. And I want young women to just practice asking for what you want. It's okay to hear no. It's okay to hear I don't love you like that.
There's nothing to be bored of. I mean, if you're a mother and you're watching your children, every moment that you look at them, it's like unbelievable what's happening.
And look, we're not saying we have all the answers either. Far from it.
But we do have plenty of opinions, don't we?
You sharing your weakness makes you strong. Like you being able to tell them, I went through this, I found help, and I've come out the other side.
Like, it's one thing to say I want to achieve this for me, and then there's another thing to say I want to achieve something because I'm expecting all of this to come with it.
One of the most difficult things to do is realizing that relationships have their limits. There are.
And this shit look boring as hell, bro.
Whatever, nigga. They about to run this shit to the moon, nigga.
Let it finish, Anton. It's like 40
Keep going. I'm gonna play the rest of it. I'm gonna play the rest of it.
Relationships that simply are not gonna function.
I'm a boss. Are you okay being the...
Can you level up?
Can you level up?
And then he's running away going, it's like,
She's aggressive.
So get in touch, send us your questions, and join us every week
on IMO with Michelle Obama and Craig Robinson. Subscribe or follow on YouTube, Apple, Spotify, Audible, or wherever you get your podcasts.
So what's the next letter?
Thank you so much.
Okay, give me
Yeah, come on.
Black people about to wear this shit out like a whore on Friday night, nigga.
I'm ready for my content.
One big liberal echo chamber. That's all that podcast is about to be.
And the liberals are gonna fucking love it and run that shit to the moon.
They are gonna love it.
They need somewhere to go. They need somewhere to rest.
They're gonna love that shit.
It's a lot of reasoning on that podcast. I can't wait.
But some of the stuff
for a certain group of people, they gonna love
I'm
it.
sick and tired.
They gonna tune into that shit like I tune in to Pop the Balloon every Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
No fucking way. No way. No way. Hell no. I'm not going to, bro.
I think it'll fall off at some point, though. I don't see people being consistent viewers.
Man,
Please, as long as there are white women who hate Donald Trump.
This is why I would get my advice from Keri. She's the only one in the middle, right with me.
They talk about relationships. Think about what they talk about. They talk about relationships. They're talking about.
They trying to be relatable,
Jesus.
but they using like the wrong.
What the fuck, bro?
They using like celebrities. If you want to be relatable, I feel like you need to be talking to grassroots, everyday people.
Goggles, my love.
I don't care what fucking celebrities think.
I don't either.
Most people don't. That's what I'm saying.
Who
does?
So that's so cliche, man. This shit is
Cameron. You don't fuck with Cameron's podcast.
I mean, but that we
Ray being up there with Michelle Obama is so typical.
It is.
Like, I don't understand why the fuck you can't think outside the box.
I agree.
I don't understand this shit. Everything is always the same. It's the same old shit. I know what the fuck is gonna hit for. I don't want to check for that shit, man. It's like, damn, at least they could have had Michael Jordan on there. You're gonna get a fucking celebrity, get somebody outside the fucking box.
Facts.
You can't get Michael Jordan.
Like all those white guys that you can't name who their names were.
No, he sang in, I can't think of his name. He sings deep. He sang in We Are the World.
There's like 4 white guys on there, like they weren't typical at all.
I mean,
none of them were typical.
Is that his name?
None of them were typical.
That one Bruce Springsteen up there, wasn't it?
No. I can't think of his name.
No,
and then I like what's his name? With the pretty eyes. He and his wife both have really pretty eyes. I can't think of his name right now because I watch his podcast.
Man, fuck him.
What's his name? The guy with the pretty eyes. They just showed him. Can't think of his name. Her guests are like who she gets as guests. I think is going to play a big role. She definitely has some of the typical ones up there who we've already seen do interviews, like Tracy is a Kiki, but she might pull in a crowd of guests that the normal Black podcaster, even the famous ones, celebrity ones, can't pull in. So you never know.
Right,
we didn't see nobody though.
So let's do this. So because we got to wrap it up, we got to get to the next subject. What does success look like? What does failure look like for Michelle Obama and Craig Robinson?
Man, Jay Shetty. Thank you guys. Jay Shetty. I love Jay Shetty.
They got to do 50 million.
That was Bruce Springsteen, Slimmy.
No,
they got to do 50 million for that.
Not 50. No, I don't think that they got to do that.
I don't even think that's her goal. Her channel only has about 8,000 subscribers right now. I really don't think that Michelle is doing it for the numbers. I think she's doing it for what it's doing for her.
You lying, Keri. She got 8,000.
It was always about the.
I really don't think she's doing it for the numbers.
I would rather listen to Gavin Newsom's podcast than Michelle Obama.
That podcast was trash. Oh my God, I had to sit through that.
Who, Charlie Kirk?
No, Gavin Newsom.
Yeah, well, he interviewed Charlie Kirk.
If she was doing it for the numbers, though,
I would rather listen to Gavin Newsom than Michelle Obama, bro.
Wouldn't she be trying to do it on like someone else's platform?
No, I mean, YouTube is
She on YouTube.
the long.
No. I don't mean not YouTube. I'm saying like with a network. Like you think she's just trying to build up her Michelle channel?
Listen, I think that
that costs
everybody
money.
understands the game.
That costs
We
$200.
was early. Everybody, the real YouTubers was early to the game. Everybody else is hopping on the bandwagon because they see where the money is now.
You right, Keri.
So you think this is for the money?
100%.
So was she leaving Obama?
Yeah.
No, I mean, I think that it's all money in.
Well, I mean, you're right though. Not you're right, but I get it because YouTube does it can become a nice residual situation.
If you are doing long form content, there is no platform above YouTube.
But Anton,
none, zero
No, not in terms of platform. I'm just saying in terms of this being a component of what she's working on for the money part. I thought it was more so this was fulfilling something else for her, not the money side of things.
Don't ever let nobody sell you on this. On you know what? I just want to do it for the love of it. You do it for both. All right. If it ain't no money in it, motherfuckers ain't just doing this shit just for the love.
Honestly, though,
that shit is highly produced. That is highly produced. The audio is crisp. The video is crisp. Everything is highly produced on her podcast. They spent money on that.
Yeah, that's a production.
That is
you can have all of that
100%
at play.
That's a production.
Yeah, I get that. I mean, it doesn't mean she has to put out crap. And I'm certainly not saying that she's not recognizing that she can make money. I was just saying I didn't think that was her. That's her focal point. I didn't think, but I mean.
But when you look at like those guests, they not gonna be free.
Now, I would have thought
they going up there.
No, I think that the guests are free.
No,
because
Michelle, don't get it twisted. She has a network. She's likable. She got people. She's connected. She has friends. So I don't think she has to pay for everybody to come.
It's gonna be in the Hollywood sphere. That's gonna that my back scratch yours anyway. Tyler Perry's is in that little Hollywood sphere, political sphere. He's gonna do it. Keke Palmer's gonna do it.
He can't wait to get put
Issa
on.
Rae's gonna do it.
He can't wait.
What would be good is to see people outside of that, like her talk to people outside of who we already know is gonna come.
Nobody.
There are creators that are not as impactful as you guys think that they are. I'll give you an example. Umar Johnson, for example, did a video. The video where he was responding to the daughter, right? If I pull it up right now, let me see. Give me a second.
Keri's coming back. I got to be a
I'm about
Democrat
to
now.
So his deadbeat video that he dropped 4 days ago, it did 41,000 views, which is respectable. All right. I can go and I did a reaction to it, and my commentary on that video did 164,000 views.
Keri bounced.
He did 41,000, and I did it. That was 4 days ago, and the same 4 days ago, I did 164,000.
Anton, when Keri said what she said about the subs, I looked at it. We have the same subs, and she's Michelle Obama.
I don't think that the sub.
That's gonna grow.
I would have thought Michelle Obama, just off of saying I have something.
No,
just anybody with that.
Who knows about it though? Like I didn't even know about it till right now.
That's crazy.
But once that so once that thing goes to Instagram and Facebook and they start promoting it for real, and they're not just promoting it on YouTube, it'll probably get about It'll probably get up to about
people
50K.
you remember when Candace first got fired, right? Candace literally just opened back up the page and instantly millions poured over there. Because they wanted to
hear from her.
Right.
They don't know about this yet. They don't know about this yet.
But what
I think people are gonna go over there. People are gonna go over there.
I think
no question.
I think it's gonna be successful. I'm just saying I would have thought it would have been more.
I don't look at success as the first episode or two.
Nah,
I look at success as the sustained growth.
Yeah.
If she's doing 100,000 views per episode or more, I look at it as a success.
That's what I'm saying. Over a certain amount of time, man, she's gonna have to hit 50 million.
No.
50 million.
50 million is.
What's your doing, Rogan?
50 million like total views. Over a year?
Over a year, I think. Okay, well, I'll give you that part.
That's what I'm saying. Over a year, like.
I think that if she's doing over 100,000 on YouTube specifically, per episode, then that's success.
Yeah, I think she'll do that. Like for certain guests, I don't think she's gonna sustain that though. I don't think so.
For Michelle Obama to have the level of visibility and to sell the books and all of that shit, if she's not doing at least 100,000 per episode, then I think that's a failure.
What Shannon Sharp's numbers do?
What Shannon Sharp, fuck that shit. 100,000 ain't even nothing to him.
I'm saying,
even if you go back and look at Shannon Sharp numbers, I went back when he first hit the thing with Cat Williams. He was the first 2 years. He wasn't cracking over 6,000 views.
No, I agree. That's why I say that I look at it from a long-term sustained perspective. I don't look at it based off of what happens on the first 2 or 3 episodes. I look at it based off of what are you doing on a regular basis and can you sustain and grow an audience over a period of time? That's what I look at.
I think she's going to be successful. I just thought with it being Michelle Obama, just the initial would have been like at least, I don't know, 100K to run over there.
Hell no.
Like she's Michelle Obama. I mean, I'm not a fan of her, but she is the president's wife.
On the first day of hearing about it?
Now, I'll give you an example.
That's heavy.
Trump's granddaughter does like 1 million views plus per
on TikTok. Yeah.
No, on YouTube.
Oh, I didn't know she's on TikTok.
On YouTube, she be golfing with, her dad and stuff.
Who?
Trump's granddaughter. I forgot.
I see her on TikTok. I never saw her on YouTube.
She do mad numbers. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's successful. That's successful to me.
Yeah, but to me that's different because she's of that generation too.
No, Keri, listen. Long form content is different than TikTok and Instagram type shit. Kai Trump. That's her name, Kai Trump. Long form content is different. A lot of young people, they don't watch long form content as far as videos that drop. They may watch live streams. They may watch people that are, you know what I'm saying, like the Kai Cenat type of live streams and shit like that. But long form content, for a lot of people, that is very difficult to crack. Very difficult to crack.
But between that being her generation and her being Trump's granddaughter, like that's way different to me. Still, that's way different than Michelle Obama. Like I was watching when she was doing the dance on the plane. I'm looking at the plane. I'm like, people gonna be tuning in just to see what they can see. Michelle, to me, that's different. Which is why even when I went on her Instagram, because people are not checking for Michelle like they would be checking for anybody who's in the Trump family. Anybody in the Trump family can probably put something out and people are going to tune in just to see what they can see. So
basically we making excuses for why Michelle Obama is not going to do numbers if she don't do numbers.
No, I'm not making an excuse. I'm just saying that's two different people with two different sets of net. Like, what's her name got influence built in because she's
Kai Trump.
Trump's
I didn't even know who
granddaughter.
the fuck Kai Trump was.
I didn't know her name, but I knew who she was because I don't even remember how I saw the clip of her on the plane doing the Trump dance.
Because the dance went viral. He's talking about that, yeah.
Yeah, so I like, but again, I saw it because it went viral because it's Trump's granddaughter. Whereas Michelle
Michelle
is,
Obama has done worldwide tours.
so what?
What do you mean, so what?
So what? That's way different than having Trump's name behind you. That's way different. And
So you telling me that
not for nothing, she just
Obama is supposed to
announced.
be the let's be clear. Like Trump is Trump, but Obama is the closest thing to Trump on the liberal side. There is no bigger name. There is no bigger name on the Democrat side than Obama.
Yeah,
It might not
Obama
there might not be a bigger name, but that doesn't mean that name is as big as Trump's name. Obama could be the biggest name, but he could be a 7. Trump
But my
could
point
be a
is that
20.
there is no excuse for Michelle Obama to not be able to at least compete with Trump's granddaughter. Considering that somebody said she had 56 million followers on Instagram.
There's totally an excuse for that. One, she's I didn't see her on YouTube, so I can't speak about YouTube. She's on TikTok. She's on platforms that go viral easily. I don't even know if Michelle has a TikTok page. I don't even know that. And if you look at Michelle's Instagram page, she just announced this. It's almost like they were sitting at the table last night, even though they weren't, because they clearly recorded these interviews. I don't know why they just announced it like today that they're launching tomorrow. So that alone, nobody knows about it.
This is crazy.
I think what's crazy is we're saying she's not going to be interesting for an hour. I
right.
think that
sounds good point. So yeah, I'm not making any excuses. I'm just saying, I really think that she's more so focused from where it looks now. Right now, it looks like she's more so into the journey of this. It looks like she wants to have her own thing. She wants a place to be able to give her opinions. She wants to be like, it seems like it's more about that to me than her really wanting to make sure that this is monetarily successful, because she would have had a better marketing strategy, in my opinion, if she was really focused on the money and it being super big. Why is there no launching strategy?
Because I think they're worried about, or they think they're going to just sell off the name. And in this day and age, nobody cares about that.
I would rather watch Pop the Balloon than fucking Michelle Obama, bro.
We get you don't.
I would too. Then fuck you mean shit on repeat, nigga.
I'm just saying, bro. Like, I don't know. We on two different waves of
Maybe she thought she was like Beyonce. Maybe she thought she could do like Beyonce. Okay, I'll go with that. Maybe she thought I could just say it.
Well, according to the poll, she is when they talk about candidates for the Democratic Party, she is number 1, and she don't even want to run. So maybe that's what they're banking off of. That
let's be clear. Say what you want. She would have beat Trump.
Oh, fucking you out of your mind, bro.
No,
you smoke
what the fuck going on here, man?
He did that on purpose. No, she wouldn't have.
Come on,
she
man.
not even beating JD Vance.
Come on, man.
No.
But even Trump had ads. Trump was everywhere. She has 2 posts on her page. One was from 13 hours ago and one was from 2 days ago. Now, clearly she recorded these interviews already. I don't see any clips unless I'm missing something. I could be missing something, but I don't see any clips on her page saying something's coming soon. I don't see any of that. So I don't get her
The
launching
DNC
strategy.
must be running it.
I don't know who she got on her team, but you got another one, Slimmy?
What is that?
That's that same one. I ain't used
the only time that you
use that
listen,
one yet.
the only way that they gonna give us anything for us to review is it they gotta say something controversial, they gotta say something meaningful, they gotta say something that actually goes viral. If they don't, if they just talking bullshit, then they just on some, hey, yeah, because you don't know what you don't know until you get into it type. Like if they on that type shit, man, ain't nobody long term, ain't nobody checking for that.
See.
Well, let me ask this question.
Her brother got the same post.
So think about the conversations we have on here, just on here, and how they could be kind of striking to most people. These are regular conversations to us, though.
But we good as fuck. We entertaining. Like at the end of the day, I feel like, listen, 2 years from now, we gonna fucking be touring. That's my personal opinion. That's my goal. Because we take a position. 1 week they're gonna hate Keri, and the next week they're gonna love Keri. 1 week they're gonna hate Molly, and the next week motherfuckers tune in just because they hate some people sometimes. They can't not watch. I remember when we first launched, and it was like, and this is the honest to God truth. They was like, why is Slimmy here? And then nowadays they like,
he wasn't saying
that
shit
nigga
though.
Slimmy is on it.
That nigga Slim was a big, tall, goofy nigga.
Yeah, I was like, why is
Never been no
Slimmy even
goofy
here?
nigga. No,
Nowadays,
not like no nigga. Like I'm a normal black. Goofy is a good thing, not a bad thing, nigga.
Nowadays it be like, yeah, man, you know what, Slimmy got it. That nigga talking that shit. They because I know,
nigga, y'all hate me because you ain't me, nigga. Fuck you, anonymous, yo bitch ass nigga.
When the real y'all come out, people gonna be like, you know what, I hate him, I love him. Niggas can't wait for Keri to try to take a different position to me and say, nigga, she got you.
Yeah,
she got you. They can't wait for that shit, and that's cool, and I'm with it.
Yeah, they want that from everybody. They want everybody.
But my point is that I don't think that Michelle Obama and them is going to have anything to say meaningful that takes a position. I think that they're going to try to be everything for everybody, and that's not going to work. I don't think so.
That's why I think they're going to pivot to.
That don't look like no gossip.
This probably would have been a better question to ask.
We're not going to call them angry black women. We're going to call them upset women of color. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. I don't think it's even gonna go that way. It don't look
yeah,
like
no. Now that I see some of her guests and stuff, I don't know. She might take a different approach because, like Jay Shetty, the other girl, their podcast is like the guest really leads most of the conversation, so she might surprise.
Who are you saying, Keri?
Jay Shetty and I can't think of the other girl's name who I saw up there. But maybe she's going to take an approach, like I said, where she has the guest talk more than.
And think about it. We not even talking about Craig.
Man, he was sitting up there looking crazy.
We not even talking about Craig. Why is Craig?
He was only in one clip.
He had that tight shirt on, and you didn't believe him. I mean, look.
He was
honestly, y'all, I wouldn't be surprised if this dwindles out, not because of popularity, but because it's not really what she wants to do long term. Like they just started the Instagram page for IMO in January, and if you look at their post, the MIO page, her page, and Craig, they all have the same 2 posts at the same time. So it's like it's giving the whole like, all right, we're gonna start put this on your page, put this on my page. Okay, great. And
No,
like
they just used it. They just put them all together at the same
no,
time.
I know what they.
This is what I
know
think.
what they did.
I
I'm
don't
just
think
saying.
I don't think that they understand the climate that we in.
I don't think that they understand all of what it will likely take to really build this out. That's what I think. I think the more I'm looking, I just think this is going to be a couple of maybe months thing, unless it really picks up. I just see it just being like,
If that's what that was, I was wondering why you breaking the banana.
You gotta break that motherfucker. You can't eat it
Man, I
normal
ain't
like a
breaking no
fucking
banana,
monkey.
getting all that shit on my hands.
Like, just eat
why
the
you so
just
scared
like
to eat
that.
your banana, Anton?
I'm
You
biting
bite
that bitch and
banana.
breaking
You
it.
bite
You
that
just-
banana.
Do that again, Keri.
Oh, what the fuck was that?
You put the
No, you can't. You stay on camera.
You can't cut off.
You stay on camera.
I mean,
you cannot do that. You violated.
What did
You
she
can't
just
escape
do?
your
Why are
own
y'all off
violation.
camera? Why are y'all off
Did you
camera?
not see how she eats bananas, nigga?
Yes, I see how she eats bananas, but y'all shouldn't go.
No, that
I
looked
don't
like
really
two-hand
eat
twister to me.
bananas
That
like
did not look
that.
like eating no banana.
oh,
That was
yeah.
What's wrong
two-hand
with the
twister.
way that she just
we
said
saw what we saw.
That was two-hand twister. That's not eating a banana. That was not. No.
that is the perfect way to eat bananas.